Hello viewer, Ujambo. Welcome to this GTN Nursing Services where I, Grace the nurse, talks about mother and child health care. We are in the Teens Clinic. Yes, Teens Clinic. Teens Clinic is a mentorship health program. And we are covering children who are in the adolescent stage. We have learned that children in their adolescent stage, there are some tasks which they are supposed to accomplish. And these are called developmental tasks. We already heard about our learning objective, whereby we were told that by the end of this learning session, the viewer should be able to narrate the developmental tasks in an adolescent stage. We covered 4 of them. So today we are going to cover the 5th developmental task in a child at the age of adolescence. Welcome. So the task we are going to cover as number 5 is about craving for an activity. This is because when we were introducing this Teens Clinic, we were told that children at this threshold period, vigor is abundant, life flows easily, and it is hard for a person to be conservative with his or her own physical assets. Hope you remember the introductory clip. So in craving for activity, we are told that it is natural and normal for teenagers to seek new outlets for their energy. When parents fail to recognize this, teenagers will find their own outlets. Therefore, wise parents try to keep their teenagers busy with wholesome activities. They may be working in family businesses or working with others on a community or school project as a volunteer. You see, about this vigor being abundant, life flowing easily, and it is hard for a person to be conservative with his or her own physical assets. Yes, so all these things we are being asked, they are being said to be harnessed when parents recognize this energy so that the teenagers do not find their own outlets. So we are told that the wise parents try to keep their teenagers busy with wholesome activities. They may be working in family businesses or working with others on a community or school project as a volunteer. This is because we are told the teenagers often becomes impatient, thus the activity should be interesting, worthwhile, as well as satisfying. Yes, otherwise developing a philosophy of life, of knowing whose one is and where one stands is a developmental task. This is where an adolescent develops conduct that makes genuine success in later years. Is it clear on craving for an activity? Because if this energy is not harnessed, we are told that teenagers will find their own way. But if they are engaged in family businesses, or they are engaged in working as volunteers, either at community level or at the school level, this is where they are going to know their conduct that will make them genuine success in later years. That is about craving for an activity. The last task that we are going to see in this developmental task topic is becoming economically independent. This is whereby we are being told that certain basic needs are common to all humans and they demand satisfaction accordingly. Such needs are dealt with on basis of priority, meaning that certain needs are more pressing than others. A need is something necessary for a person to survive and grow. Earning money to help with the cost of living is part of accomplishing this developmental task, that is, becoming economically independent. You remember when we mentioned about choosing a vocation and how these children delay in choosing one. This is very important when it comes to becoming economically independent. This is because earning money to help with the cost of living is part of accomplishing this developmental task, that is, becoming economically independent. We are told that one is said to be economically independent if he or she is able to earn money to support self financially. Therefore, it is very important for an adolescent to have financial literacy. Yes, very important. So financial literacy in an adolescent involves learning about money. Let them know what is money. And money is said to be coins or notes that we use to pay or buy something. They should also be informed about bills, because bill is a piece of paper showing how much money one has to pay for a commodity or a service. And number 3, they should know about budget. So we are told that a budget is the money that is available to a person and a plan of how it will be spent over a period of time. You see, parents, a lot of things to do at this age group. Sometimes it can become overwhelming. That is why it is very important for somebody to have a social group, social support group as a parent, so that when some of these things become overwhelming, we are able to share responsibilities. Like when it comes to financial literacy, somebody can engage an outsider to come and talk to a group of teenagers and adolescents about financial literacy, where they are taught about money. They are told that money are coins or notes that are used to pay or buy something. They are taught about bills, whereby they are told that bills is a piece of paper showing how much money one has to pay for a commodity or a service. And they can also be taught about budget. What is a budget? The budget is the money that is available to a person and a plan of how it will be spent over a period of time. Okay? Is it clear? Yes. So we have completed the topic number 2 of developmental task. The next topic that we will cover will be on what is it about? We had it. Yeah, this one, the human rights. Okay, so like it, share it, make comments, register in this class, and follow me on YouTube channel. Thank you. Bye.